Okay, John, manager Luke Garrard, before we welcome Oldham Athletic to Meadow Park tomorrow afternoon. There's only really one place to start. Obviously, Oldham saw a few injury worries within the midfield. How have the boys come in and recovered this week?
Listen, not going to lie, we've still been hit by injuries. We're trying to get an update on Mo and the longevity of his one. There's an issue with his groin. He's gone for a scan. There's a specialist next week. Charlie Owens, still having issues with his hamstring. Thankful Liam O'Neill's back available, trained all week. Timmy Abraham's back available from suspension. So we weren't as hard hit as we feared. We've got 2 bodies from the 4 available. Andrew Blanter's closer to returning. So look, I say it and I state it a lot. I'd rather be lucky than good. At the minute, we're going through a little bit with our injuries, but hopefully, fingers crossed, across the season that weighs out and we can get them back sooner rather than later and fighting for competition throughout the team.
What is your message to players? Obviously, when those players go injured, other players come in. What are your message to the players who may be on the fringes and looking to come into that fold?
In terms of the ones that have not played and get an opportunity, keep your shirt. Obviously, Liam O'Neill's waited. He come in against Halifax and Charlie Owens was off the back of 2 assists against Gateshead. Then we win a game, so then he's only playing a part against Solihull, and then unfortunately he's going to go and get a start against Oldham, and he has an issue in the build-up. But again, he has another opportunity to nail down a shirt. Charlie Owens would probably be available for Monday. So it's really about keeping your shirt. We've got a squad there, when fit, really competitive. But for me, you have pride in your work, regardless whether you're playing on the bench, not in the squad. You need to bring value to this group, and we've had agreements throughout our time in pre-season down at Barnstaple and what that looks like in terms of if you're starting, if you're not, and if you're not in the squad. So the boys know how important it is to stay together and bring value and influence us to go and get 3 points. So the ones that are coming in and given an opportunity to start, they need to ensure that they keep their shirt for the next game.
Yeah, one of your concerns this season has been how you've started games and first halves. Is that something you've been working on this week?
I'm going to come in tomorrow and my team talk's going to be, well done, we're 0-0 and assuming it's the second half, because let's not kid anyone. If we perform like we have done in the second half across all the games, then we're a match for anyone. I state it, we're not Man City, most definitely not, and I'm most definitely not Pep, and the National League's not the Premier League, because teams don't have 90-minute spells. We need to be better in our moments when teams are having a spell, and we need to manage that better. And when we're hitting a good little patch, we need to have ruthlessness. And tomorrow, we're playing Oldham. We're playing a team that was in the Prem not long ago. Yes, they've obviously made their way down to the National League. Their recruitment this year has been fantastic, and we're under no illusions how tough it's going to be. Watched them closely their last 3, especially the Halifax game and the Chesterfield game, and they're going to have so many threats. I think they brought in some key personnel that marquee signings. Norwood, I think, is unbelievable. Dickinson's unbelievable. I love Hogan as a centre half at this level. Spoke to the group about his threats and where we feel he brings value to their team, but we need to ensure we're right on it. And if we apply ourselves, implement what's being asked of us, then we'll give them an opportunity tomorrow to go and gain 3 points.
Yeah, so obviously Oldham, from the talk of around the league, they seem to be a team that a lot of people will think will be right up there by the end of the season. What will your team have to ensure that they do well tomorrow to get the result?
Yardage, they're a team that try and pin you back. They get out through their full-back kitchen, very much so. He's gone from 2 shapes, 4-4-2 to 4-3-3. The 3 up, Willoughby, Nuttall and Norwood against Chesterfield worked at times, and then obviously you see when Fondop comes on, he has spells where he causes opposition problems. Great quality on set plays. They're just an all-rounded team. Have they clicked yet? Possibly not. Is he probably frustrated with their points return? Most definitely. Like I state, they're Oldham. I believe and genuinely believe they have a squad there that can get in and around the top 3. So for us, we just need to go and play our game, get on the front foot, make sure we're starting the game like we have done second halves, because we need to ensure that that's the case and have a mindset that we have that energy and togetherness and the desire to implement that across the 90. And like I state very clearly, when they have a spell, because they will, we need to manage that and ensure that our game management overall is better than what it's been.
Yeah, and just finally, obviously coming into a weekend with games in very quick succession with the Saturday and the Monday, how are you looking to manage that almost?
Listen, I'm going to concentrate on Oldham. We've done a little bit of work on Oxford, watched them against Chesterfield and Halifax, obviously because of the short turnaround. So we have kind of prepped them. They got Maidenhead tomorrow, so we'll obviously finish that off Saturday evening, early Sunday morning for the boys to come in and prep Oxford. But yeah, we're preparing for Oldham. The focus is solely Oldham, getting 3 points at home tomorrow with our crowd and our fans behind us. I can't even think about Oxford City just yet. I don't have the luxury of having 17, 18 bodies available to even think about juggling the pack. So I'm going to park Oxford, and it's very much about focusing heavily on Oldham. They come to town. It's an unbelievable test for us. It's a great test to be still facing Oldham as a level team is immense, and we need to ensure that we continue to look to get 3 points at home. So I state it in my programme notes, 3 points at home and your draws away is a formula to get into the top 7 for sure, and that's something we need to do tomorrow and get 3 points on the board come 5 p.m.